I know that many of you here today will have been at the forefront of the developments over the last few years, and they've been very significant. Nurses and midwives have made a real difference. They've made a difference in reducing infections, they've made a difference in reducing pressure ulcers, reducing the number of falls, particularly for older people, improving services to people with dementia when they come into hospital and when they're supported at home, and supporting mothers and their families and babies as they go through that journey from conception, birth and into young parenthood. And those have been really important improvements. One of the things that has marked that improvement, I think, over the last few years has been your willingness to measure, audit and use the data to challenge yourself even further on how you can improve those services. And that, I think, has been such a big step forward, so that we not only feel that the services are getting better, but we know they are because we have the data and the evidence to prove it. And you've been right there at the forefront. You've worked to develop some very impressive tools, whether it's been the development of the safety thermometer, rising to the challenge of high impact actions, or whether it's about bringing together the tools around workforce and practice into an umbrella which you've called Energising for Excellence. Means that any frontline nurse or a nurse on a board or a midwife working in practice can have access to the tools that they want to help them improve the services for their clients. It's not been all good news. You know as well as I that nurses and midwives, either collectively or individually, have sometimes let down the very vulnerable people in our society that we are there to care for, to support and to serve. And like me, I'm sure you've been angry and ashamed of some of the care that's been given to the most vulnerable people in our society. And I think it's important that we face up to that. We recognise it, we learn from it, and we strive as hard as we can to make sure that that doesn't happen again. And I know that will have been part of your discussions today as well. As many of you in the room will know, I'm retiring very soon, and I would just like to leave you, I guess, with a few challenges before I go. I would challenge you always to aim for that excellence in service that I know most of you aspire to. Don't ever settle for second best. Always think of the very best that you can do to improve the care and support to patients. I think secondly, back to the measurement, it's really important that we're very transparent with the knowledge that we have and feel very confident to share that information with our patients, with our colleagues, when things are going well and when things are not going well. So be transparent as well as being aspirational. And I guess thirdly, it is about absolutely making sure that at the very heart of everything that you do, that you think about how you share good practice and innovation, but also how you copy it, so that we don't have so often the cry which is, well, it happens here but it doesn't happen over there. We need to make sure it's constant across the NHS. So I guess my challenge is, as I say, aim for excellence, make sure you're transparent in your measurement, and either copy or share really good practice and innovation. I think if we do some of that, we'll continue to build the NHS that I know I want for myself and my family. I know that you'll have had a very interesting and challenging day today because I've had a chance to look at the programme, and I'm very sorry that I've not been able to be with you in person because I'm on holiday, but I'm delighted that I've been able to join you via film.